Hi, this is Patricia again, and welcome to Materials Tutorial number 4, How Scale and Origin Can Affect Your Material. I found this nice striped wallpaper that I thought I'd like to use on a wall, and I downloaded it, saved it to my library, and added it to my wall to find out that it was not tileable. As you can see, it's not straight. So there's an easy remedy for something like a stripe. Very, very simple. You would not be able to use this if you had a different type of a pattern, like a floral pattern or something like that, animals. This wouldn't work. But something like stripes is a very easy remedy. So what we're going to just do is we're going to open up the materials dialog box. And here you see the area that we're going to be talking about on this video, the scale and the origin. And what that is the size of the material is 20 inches wide by 20 inches high. X is width, Y is height. Now with stripes, all we need to do is we need just to raise the height. It's not going to distort anything because there's not really any pattern there to distort other than just a stripe. So let's just put this up to, this one here, up to 8 feet, since that's how high my ceiling is 8 feet, and we're going to leave the scaling for the width at 20 inches, and I want you just to keep an eye on the wall as I click OK. And there you go, we have a very nice smooth transition. Makes for a very nice wallpaper without much distortion whatsoever. Let's go back into the dialog box. And I wanted to show you, by changing the width, how you can alter almost the look of this wallpaper. Let's just double the width. I'm going to go to 40 inches instead of 20. Of course, you can play around with any number and see what pattern you come up with. Now take a look at the screen and watch as I click OK. It almost looks like a completely different pattern, doesn't it? To best describe the XY origin, let me go ahead and spray this cube. You're going to get the idea real quick on what the XY coordinates does on the origin. Okay, let me just bring up the material dialog box and move it over here so you can see it a little bit better. And just as the scaling, the X is the length and the Y is the height. So I want you to keep an eye on this moving over in this direction, and I'm going to change the X coordinates here, the X origin, and let's just move it 4 inches and watch as I click OK. You see how that moved over. Let's do it again. And let's just move it over 13 just to show you. See how that moved over? Okay, now we're going to do, let's do the Y origin, which is the height, and let's move that up. Oh, let's just do 4 inches and see where that goes. See, that moved it on up. Just put 9 in there. So it's traveling up in this direction. So you have now a very good idea of what the origin will do. It's not the sizing of the material like we did with the scaling. It doesn't scale it. It just moves it in different directions. Using stretch to fit enables your material to cover a complete surface of your object. Let's open up the dialog box of the material I'm going to be using and make sure that stretch to fit is checked. Click OK, and let's spray it on our object. You can see that the material covers each surface of our object. It works especially well when displaying artwork. And here I have a picture frame on the wall. And I'll use this floral material for my painting. Let's right-click and open up the Material dialog box and make sure that Stretch to Fit is checked. Click OK, and we'll spray inside the picture frame. And there you have a lovely floral picture.